Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Stefan's Kitchen. And this week, I have a tasty, delicious treat. Something kind of special and different from everybody else's. I'm making Dorito oven nachos. Yeah, that's right, and it's going to be awesome. So, we're going to start with a nice large deep pan, and we're going to use some Cool Ranch Doritos. Oh man, it's going to be so good. And what we're going to do is I'm going to take some pre-made pulled pork that we made, and I'm just going to put a little bit of it over our nachos here on the bottom. There we go. And as you can see, I'm pretty particular on making sure that things get covered. I'm very OCD when it comes to cooking and stuff, like buttering a piece of bread and making sure that the entire piece of bread is actually covered by butter, because if it's not, then it's not really buttered. See, look how. Anyways, so yeah, this is just the pulled pork that we made out of a tenderloin. We just shredded it up and just added some sauce to it, and now we're just adding in a bit of fried onions. We have been really loving and enjoying caramelized onions, and when I say caramelized, I mean, I shouldn't say caramelized, just fried, technically, because we're not putting any sugar or anything in there. It's just oil and onions, and we fry them out, and they're delicious. So, the next thing to go on top of this delicious thing is more stuff, such as green onions. Now, unfortunately, we bought a pack that was pre-cut, and they were not cut very well, and we decided, well, why not? We'll just use them on nachos. And next, we're just using a basic shredded nacho blend of cheese that we found at the grocery store, and nothing over special about that. And next, we're going with some sweet chili heat. We're going to toss another level to this nachos, because if you're making nachos at home, you take it to the next level. That's just how it goes. So, we're going to basically rinse and repeat. And yeah, I find not a lot of people try to do Doritos for their nachos. I've never actually heard of anyone using Doritos for their nachos. And I always question why. Why can't we use Doritos as nachos? They're delicious. Well, I mean, it's not like nachos is good for you to begin with. So, I mean, yeah, why not? Just turning on the oven there, broil, because we want to make sure that we get that cheese melting real good. Now, something I really wish we got in Newfoundland was queso. That would make me a very happy person. But, now, in case you're wondering and asking why we don't add salsa on top, like you might have seen in the microwave nachos video, one of the first videos I've ever done, and one of the most watched videos, it's for the fact that when you put them in the oven, salsa gets a lot more time to sit on those nachos and soak in and make them soggy, break off, and gross. So we try to skip that. And yeah, that's basically why we don't use salsa whatsoever. So, yeah, now, by all means, try all kinds of Doritos flavors. Maybe you like spicy ones better. We're actually really big fans of the smoky barbecue and spicy nacho flavors together. But this time I wanted to go with the sweet chili and Cool Ranch, just something a little more, I guess, favorable to everybody else as well. So, the other thing is, when you're doing this, be careful if you're doing it on the oven like me. Make sure that you don't get cheese down into the burner or anything. Burning cheese is not a good smell. You have to be very careful not to get it into the burner. So far I haven't seen any drop in, but that's not to say that none didn't. So there you go. See? And then there goes a piece. So yeah, once we're done, of course, these are going to go into the oven. These bad boys are going in there, and we're just going to leave them in there as long as they need to be in there. It's at 400 on broil. And we just leave them in there until the cheese melts and everything looks delicious. And ooh, baby, look at that. Those are some delicious nachos. A little bit of charring on the Doritos on the very top. The cheese is melted all the way through. Everything is nice and warm. This is how oven nachos should be made. I think that the whole plate style that restaurants do is very amateur. I think they should stop doing that. Give us a little. I mean, I'm not saying to give us a huge baking pan like this, but give us a smaller one. If for a group of people, it's a lot easier. It's a lot better. It keeps all the stuff that we have on top in that container, so it's not flying out all over the place. You don't have to worry about it all, dripping everywhere kind of thing. So, yeah. So this is the Doritos Nachos. I hope that you all take this recipe and keep it close to your heart, because I think once you try your nachos, whether they're microwave or oven with Doritos, it's going to be a whole new ball game for you. So, as always, thank you all for watching. I am Stefan for Stefan's Kitchen, and we will see you all next time for another recipe. And please let me know what you think of this one. See you later.